That's the fucking price of settling and depression. I guess is how I would categorize it.
Settling?
Yeah. I mean, when we fucking yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
It's being live streamed, so it's being
Yeah,
delayed.
but I didn't expect it to open. So I was like, I hit live stream and then I went on about talking and it decided that it was going to just start. But no, the price is settled. Because when you go back and you put on that hat that you don't want to put on and become that tech that you no longer are, then you start to feel it the same way that I've been feeling it right now. It's like, yeah, it's not so much. I say settling, but it's doing what the fuck you got to do to pay the bills. So I don't really. It's hard to say that it's settling me.
I've But acceptance. I've learned to accept my day. Okay. I've learned to accept my day. I do prepare and I give a portion of my day in preparations for tomorrow. Okay. I do that. But I have learned to accept the day as it is because there is absolutely nothing I can control. I can't control if there's traffic. I can only control of how I feel about me driving behind the wheel. I can only
Yeah.
control. I've learned that one little thing. It most people could think is like, oh yeah, I understand that, of course. But motherfucker, you are the first one to motherfuck the world and motherfuck the guy, or oh, a butterfly hit you. You got big ass fucking grasshopper here hit you right in the windshield. Now you can't see shit, and you smeared it all over the place. And oh my god, my fucking life sucks because I've learned that that was exactly what the fuck I said. I've learned that. I've lived it. I see it every single time that my father ever said, ah, fuck my life or fuck this or story of my life. My life sucks. And I'm thinking about it. I was like, holy fuck, dude. And now I'm thinking about how amazing my fucking life is. Really, and I don't even know how the fuck I'm still doing this. And
How
I'm
the
like,
hell did you go from not dropping an F bomb for like 2 hours to every other word being an F bomb as soon as I hit live? It
I
hasn't
wasn't
been 2 hours.
excited. I don't know. I'm sorry to the father for the
Nah, it
You're
isn't.
right. No, but no. Honestly, you're right. But I don't know where I was saying, but I am more conscious of those actions and those reactions. I don't react anymore. I really don't. I really do tip like, oh, okay. Wow, what happened? Fuck. I didn't like the way I felt. Why? And then I'll figure it out. Listen, I'm not perfect and I have a lot of fucking flaws. I'll say it again. I do. I have a lot of flaws. But I've noticed that every single time that I focus on me, my world becomes better. I don't know how that is. Every single time I focus on me. So here's the thing I was going to tell you also because because of certain reactions, things that I've somehow I was able to manifest. For example, I into my world a Spanish AI YouTuber slash fucking mogul, whatever it is,
No.
AI developer, blah, 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 whatever, faceless channel promoter, blah 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 blah. What I found one guy in Spanish, and he has a school channel, and I took and I got it, and I showed her, and I said, listen, in order for me to not to feel this way about, because it took me a very long time to fully open my heart, believe it or not, to her, to fully open my heart. Well, that means even so now I tell her anything and everything because she is me, right? So it took me a long time to understand that. So once I did that, now I bounce back a lot of things with her, and she'll give me her perspective and so forth on certain things, and we'll mold it accordingly because it's our world. It's not my world, our world. So we are creating together this world, and so she understands that now also, that all the hard times are created by us. 100%. It's my fault. All the great times, 100% my fault. So she understands that. So now she's focusing on taking these courses that I've taken some, and I know you've taken some. So I'm bringing her into more this world to where we can minimize our expenditures,
Mm.
especially right now when there's a limited income. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, once again, in order for us to survive and blah, 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 I said, this is what we need, right? Cool. The world doesn't give you what you need, it gives you what you are. So if I'm a needy person, it's always going to be a needy thing. But then I started focusing on other things. So now that's it. I don't want to go anywhere else. I'm not, we've both, her and I both decided that we are going to both start uh she's taking the course she's taking the course in Spanish, and
Okay.
I that way, because now within everything else, dude, I'm telling you, now we kind of have a direct sense of a direction. Remember how we were talking about, I was like, I just need to know a sense of direction. Tell me which way to go, because if I'm staying, then I got to focus on a different fucking path, completely different. I have to, every path has, I was literally at a Y.
Mm.
Now we are at the, now I know which way we're going to go. That's all I needed to know. And everything else this week has been in process for that. I have turned down, I'm not lying to you, dude, maybe 10 phone calls.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's a lot
And
of money.
it's a lot of money.
Mm.
And I really don't have a lot to show for right now.
No, no, I get that.
But that's okay because, like, you understand, I just need one thing to hit, you know? I just need one little thing, and we just keep focusing on it. And then if she brings in, and now I can, and if I can tell her, if I've already started showing her how we can live on like the 4 hour work week from Tim Ferriss. Why? Because, for example, I will do this whole week. I've done the majority of my videos all in the mornings, and I've got it down now to about half an hour, you know? So literally, I could post on all social media and do all my other stuff and do all my promotions for the school. Take me an hour a day in the
Yeah, I was
morning.
actually seeing you in my feed and on my stories this week, the
Wow.
past, the past couple days, and I was like, oh,
Nice.
that's different. I usually don't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So that's going through. I'm learning how to, because now if I'm learning the views on Facebook, I'm learning these things. You know what I mean? Listen, I owe Facebook. I'm being open, dude. Right? This is 100% live, and I do incredibly well for my life, but I owe Facebook like $11 that I haven't been able to pay them.
Mm.
From ad spends and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I keep getting this fucking thing like, hey, you're doing incredible, but look, you're still an idiot for not paying this $11. It's like, fuck you, I can't pay you yet. You know? But I just want to see the numbers. I just want to see what's being promoted. You know what I mean? I want to see how these fucking stars work.
Yeah,
No, no one,
I've never
nobody
even,
knows. Thank you so much, by the way. Oh my God. right? But nobody knows what the fuck stars are, right? So everybody's sending me these fucking emoji stickers. Thank you so much. I love you guys. But you know what? Because it's not in your pocket, you have no idea, you know? Because once you click on share or whatever that, and you're like, oh shit, this cost me 29 cents. Fuck you. I'm not sending you stars, you know?
Did it cost me money? I don't even know.
Yeah, I did.
That's fine.
Or you had them already to share. I don't know. I
I,
don't know
I
how that
probably already
works.
had them to share
I don't know how
because,
that works.
well, no, I think because I think I had like 600 available is what it said.
So
But
probably you shared some stars of yours. But
yeah,
yeah, if I were to buy stars, they cost a penny a piece,
oh, okay. Yeah.
right? Who's gonna cough up a buck in the middle of the day, you know, to give to Facebook so they can send me 29 30 cents?
Well,
That'd be
that's interesting
phenomenal. But then again,
because I've never asked for stars, and that's why I was like, it never occurred to me because like you asked not because you have not, but I've never thought in my life to ask for stars, and yeah, it's just
one of the
what the fuck does it do? Do you get money for that? Do you get paid? Like,
you get paid for stars.
let's see,
It's
interesting.
shared revenue. Because if people have to buy a penny a star
Hmm.
and they're sending you a penny, you see what I'm saying? And you
Interesting.
get 10,000 pennies, you just made $100.
Yeah. Interesting. Hmm. Something to
Maybe
look into.
something like
Look,
that.
I've always because I don't ask for stars or anything. I just get paid from views, and
Well,
like
see, that's the other thing. My
stuff
my
like
channel is
that.
being reviewed for content to promote their video, their things. And if you notice, they're allowing, dude, I have a hour and a half, hour point two video on there. You know,
I didn't know that.
they're promoting these long ass videos, and I'm like, wow,
Really?
huh? I was doing the 3 minute segments,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I said, huh, because I happen to be on the shitter, for example, and I'm scrolling through Facebook and I hit a video that took me half an hour to watch. And I'm on the shitter. And I'm like, oh my God. I
Yeah.
paused it. I stopped it. I hadn't even stopped watching the video. I realized that my legs were going numb. And I'm like, I'm still numb.
I was like, I can't feel my legs.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I feel like a little kid. I'm still on the shitter. This is so bad for me. And I got up, I did what I need to do. And then I was like, holy shit, that happened to me recently. And I was like, Facebook has long videos
Mm-hmm.
and it's all about interactions, right? And every single time it'll say that it'll cast uh commercials or whatever. Because
Yeah, the
every
little ads across the bottom. No.
and that's basically it. And sometimes I click those ads on accident.
Mm.
Most people will. And that means that person got paid, you know? So every time there's a click, that person got paid.
Interesting.
So I was like, you know what? Because it's all about interactions, right? It's all about, remember how we were talking about who's got my money? They said, whoever knows you. The more people know you, the more access to money you have.
Well,
It's not who you know, it's who knows you.
I know when my wife loves the Thanksgiving Day parade, the Macy's Day shit, and like it, I I hate on it. Is what she says. She's like, "Why do you hate on everything I love?" Like, well, because it's literally just them getting your attention,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where the money is the attention of others. When we were watching, fuck, it was a football game on was it Friday? Yeah, it was the Bears game. And I started to notice that there are some pretty freaking serious ads going on. And so I wanted to look and see how much the spots were for those ads. It was $1.4 million for 30 seconds. 1.47 is what it was. And she's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, people pay for attention. It's like everybody sucked into the Macy's Day Parade. And it's like there's somebody that is making a fucking killing off of advertisements right now. And I guess that's why it annoys me so much because of like you're giving away your time and your attention to. But I mean, it makes people happy. But I'm not the most joyful person on the planet, so it means very little to me to watch somebody's float down the street
I
in New
don't
York.
remember. I don't remember who it was, the guy's name, but I do remember the channel I was listening to, and it was NPR,
Okay.
and and on NPR it was How They Made It was the show, How They Made It, and I don't remember the guy's name. I don't remember who the fuck it was that guy interviewed, but this was a young guy who every idea that he had throughout his fucking life has been making him money, making him money, making him money. And his multi $100 million idea became because he moved to Tennessee where it's full of buildings and this and that and blah 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 and it was just ugly buildings. And he's the one who says, "Rent me the side murals," and he's the one who decided to promote and do all the promotion that he invented that promotional side building promotional and you know what I mean. So he would rent he and then he would promote and like you're talking about advertising, like getting you know like, dude, he would rent the side of the building. Example, $10,000 a year,
Hmm.
right? He'd rent the fucking, he'd advertise for $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? It's like, there you go. He had the spot. Let's advertise. And he would promote in concert.
That's pretty cool.
So and then he locked everything down. It's just amazing how there's opportunity everywhere, you know? Also, we just can't see. But it's all in the advertising. It's all in
It's
who
attention.
sees you.
Yeah.
Position. That's the word. Thank you.
I said attention and you said position. It's funny. But
Respect.
well, got to get the attention. So is even that's what the issue is with. There's probably a million brands out there that have a great product that nobody knows who the fuck they are. So like that's literally because they can't get attention.
Look at the brand champion 30 years ago, 40, 35, 40 years ago.
Champion, fucking Gymshark. Like,
Tila champion, yeah.
like you look at Gymshark, that was something that somebody they literally started printing T-shirts and fucking tank tops and selling them at their local gym, and now they have ads on television. That's pretty interesting.
Remember the boys when they did the what was the ex oh my god, the guy died. It was a young when the I forgot the brand. It was the when the MMA first started and it was these crazy looking guys. Ah,
I have no clue who you're talking about.
I just had a brain fart because it's right there at the tip of my tongue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I can visualize the fucking logo. It was black tap outs. Tap out.
really.
Yeah.
I always wondered what happened to them.
Yeah. Guy dies. Everything just fell to shit.
There was a there were a couple of guys that I remember seeing on social media. You ever see Rip Right? I think it's what it was. It was a fucking it was essentially like a PVC tube with a couple of fitness bands on it. And Yeah, no, they're still around. They're still freaking around. 500,000 followers. And legit, it was just two guys that were slinging freaking this little contraction that they made where you had to pull it apart
Mm-hmm.
and work out with it. Apparently, it's
Mm-hmm.
still around. Um,
I saw that. That's funny. Oh my God, I actually saw it. Uh, 3, 4 days ago. Little skinny kid going like this and shit. Trying to hold on. And I was like, what the fuck's this guy doing? I can't believe you're bringing that up.
yeah, this guy right here. So this is something that that him and his buddy freaking were selling on freaking social media.
It's awesome.
And I mean, they've been at it for years. I don't see the young. There was a younger guy that was doing it with them. I don't know if they're still doing it, but
I think this is the same thing right there. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the stuff. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the other. It wasn't any of this. It was that orange color. Yeah. Huh.
And I mean, they've been doing it for years. So this is the young guy doing it with them. I thought he was like 17. Apparently, he's like 25. But it's just something different. And
That
they're
actually, that actually is easier. The crossed or pull up. It's easier.
that's crazy. A freaking, but that was legit. They figured out how to get attention. Is all it. They figured out how to get attention. They sold some shit. They went out word of mouth, talked to people. Here, try this. I'm gonna film you sucking at it. Then I'm gonna post it. It's gonna go viral. Like really? Like, all right. I wonder how much. I wonder what their net worth is now.
Listen,
So
everything like you said had to do with attention.
it does.
Uh, there's have you seen the guys from Hood Fishing?
Yeah.
That cat is being sponsored by fucking Bass Pro now.
Is he really?
Yeah, dude, they gave him fucking. He's got two sweet boats, dude. Come on,
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
isn't it? Isn't it?
That's pretty freaking awesome.
Dude, and it's fucking hilarious because he's out there with his grills and like, you know what time it is. And I was like, brother, I'm so happy for him. I was like, and then he would go, I'm so blessed. Oh my God, I'm so yeah. It's like, yeah, you are. God bless you.
I was like, I'd
Awesome.
love to run around. I guess you'd have to actually be good at fishing
Well,
to do that.
dude, it's just being able to have time,
Oh yeah.
right? So he had the time, then he recorded himself, dude. And like now, you don't need a lot of fucking video content. You just have to have some.
Mm. Yeah, some people still have to be able to see it. That's
You
probably
got to
one of
be
the
able
most
to still
annoying
type
things on
it.
the planet.
I'll just keep posting it religiously, you know?
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the most annoying things. Because you can post content all day if nobody sees it, it doesn't fucking matter. Um, and I know there's a when he's like, yeah, nobody sees your content it's because it sucks. Well, that's not true.
That's not true.
That's definitely not true. You got the best content in the world, and nobody fucking see it because you haven't hit the algorithm or
You haven't hit the algorithm. Like
yep.
example, uh, I noticed this one. My channel, my Nestor.tv channel is so effed up right now,
Really.
right? And this is the one that's monetized because YouTube doesn't know who the fuck to show it to. You know what I mean? Because you're there, aviation is there. You know what I mean? So that's why slowly the videos are going through and I'm taking them. They're going to stay here for a while, of course,
Hmm.
but the main aviator school video page is being built and I'm
So you're
building.
building another. You're recycling. Okay.
I am everything that's going on Facebook that you are seeing now
No.
is being put onto a brand new page with brand new followers. with being very, just very organic, limited. Just I'm not even pushing it. I'm not even promoting the fucking page on the internet. You know what I mean? It's
Mm.
just here it is. You know what I mean? The only thing that on that thing there is that's promoting the school back to my school, which that's going to change. That's going to go into the. I have a free offer and a $36 offer on school. That's it, and it's a one-time $36 thing.
Nice.
So
That makes me wonder because I had since you started talking about YouTube, I had asked the chat bot about it when I was starting the third channel in one fucking week. But I had asked it, I was like, I have the focus music, study music, and I actually now it's what I drive to, funny enough. But I was like, I want to make something cozy for the holidays. Wanted a holiday playlist. And so I made a freaking like 7 hour freaking dinner party mix that we listened to for on Thanksgiving and put it up there. And I was like, you need to put it on a separate channel because if you put it in this other niche, then nobody's ever going to see it.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, in all actuality, nobody saw. I think it got like 12 views, but
Bro, my channel.
you
That's why my channel is fucking all fucked up because it doesn't show who do I show this.
know,
And also, I really haven't focused a lot of the personal, spiritual stuff on my, it's
no.
mostly the stuff that you and I talk about, But other than that, that's it.
I wonder how well it would perform if we just did a mindset shift channel and just kept our own
Just,
personal
I think
because
that's
because that's
very
what all my
wise.
ads run through for like the stuff in my store. It
Mhm.
runs off of the at Daniel Lot page. It doesn't run through discipline motivation or anything like that. Um, and like the freaking highest performing videos are the ones if I posted the one from me going from the 2 pound dumbbell that I couldn't lift after I got hurt. And I think I did 225 4 times
Mhm.
a week ago or something like that. And I was like, it's a huge accomplishment. 1,000 views. And I was like, what the? But then it stopped. I was like, that's very interesting. But I can post daily personal development content and it'll get like 30 views. I'm like, you guys suck.
Did you know that it'll push? I didn't know that, but YouTube is like it'll push the first 200 views quick, and depending on how it views for those 200, it'll either it's like
Really?
you probably had well over 300 interactions. So okay, let's push him to five. So they opened you to five, and then it barely made it there. Then they stopped you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but these videos that are under 100, that's because they stopped it.
Interesting.
The algorithm doesn't know where to place them. I was reading that. I think there was a video or something I read. I don't remember. I gotta find it and I'll send it to you.
I'm gonna find the video that I have that I've never posted with me with the bar stuck on my chest, and then I'm gonna make that the intro. People will stick around to watch me die.
I had that happen to me one time. I couldn't believe it. I was mid-20s, maybe. And I remember in the Air Force, dude, I was doing two plates, no problem, you know? And well, let me rephrase that. In the Air Force, I was doing two plates, maybe two, three times. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's
No.
not no problem. But just all right. So when I went back to the gym after I don't know how many fucking years, like a long time, and I put 135 on the bar to warm up, I almost died.
I almost died.
I'm at Gold's Gym in Boca Raton, Florida, and I got the bar going,
At the
"Hey,
meat
hey,"
factory. Yeah.
and Harry going,
No,
and
that's
you can hear it
awesome.
go pop.
At least
Don't
you didn't have
roll.
collars on.
At least I didn't have collars on. Yes, you're right.
Every
If you
time
had
I've
collars,
almost died, I've had collars. So it's been like
yeah.
I've been stuck. I think I freaking because I like posted a just the still image, and it was like, "But did you die?" And I got so many freaking people like, "You need to stop doing that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," and it's like it's so bad because every time I almost die, it's literally I'm lifting on the outside of the cage that is there to protect me. Like I never lift in the cage for
Yeah,
some
I know
reason.
what you mean.
So
I know.
I still don't know why. I still do it to this day. Like I'm just I don't learn. So um yeah.
I am learning right now. It's more about my mobility. My friend, I'm telling you, if I don't stay agile, stay mobile, um, just my hips.
No.
There's no forgiving. There's no forgiving. I have to if I relax too much, if I sit around too much, I have to stay mobile. I have to move around. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
It's it's 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get these terrible fucking pains all the way down my legs that I have to sit down and like kind of raise my legs a little bit. And I know it comes from my hips. I get the popping sensations. Oh, it's it's fun.
Oh
It's
man, I've been battling freaking nerve pain for like the past 6 months, at least 6 months. So like there's been days where well, like I'll get out of bed in the morning, I barely walk. And then I'll take my butt to the gym and start moving. And that's literally the only way that I come out of it. I figured out that if I stretch sideways and open up like all of the freaking shit on the side of my hips, my side of my butt, my gluteus maximus is it will take away the nerve pain for the most part. So, but it's just it's like that getting older thing.
inside.
That getting older thing is just the deal. And
Yeah.
it's a you get like you can there's so many excuses on why, and of course now the cat goes to the door. That's funny. Um, I freaking was thinking about that before I had made the Black Friday shit. Whereas like you gotta be disciplined, not delusional. I thought that was freaking epic because like we'll get to that point where like, oh yeah, back in my day, and you come out there and you get stuck under 135, and then you get humbled. It's like, oh, it's always the guys that I hear like, I got to get back to my fight and wait. Like, bitch, you never fought. What are you
Ah,
talking about?
never been slapped in the face
You
before.
know, you don't stop lying to
Oh
yourself. Uh,
boy.
but but it's cool. Like whatever. Like you live in that state of delusion about where you actually
You've
were.
never been slapped
Well, you
before.
can think like, how many people do you know that play like high school sports and they're like, oh, we were the greatest, and then you go back and look at the film and it's like subpar, mediocre at best. It's like watching the little league stuff. And it's like, oh yeah,
You
it's
ever
just
thought
so
about
funny.
it like this though? Because we don't tend to see it like this. I was listening to a pro athlete who retired at 32, right? And he retired at 32 because his body was just not recuperating as fast as he needed it to be. But he
Hmm.
was able to retire with, 9 figures, you know? So yeah. And then one of his things, he goes, the hardest thing for him after retirement is figuring out who he is. because he says that he started playing ball at 10 years old.
Yeah, I started in fourth grade. What's
So
your fucking life?
it's exactly.
Like your identity's tied to it. Like that goes back to the whole depression shit. Like why do you think these guys fall apart when they stop playing sports? Like, so when I was like 20 when I tore my groin. So from fourth grade until my sophomore year in college, I played football and lifted weights, and that's
Yeah.
all I did. And when I got hurt, like I literally like lost my shit because I already had bad habits to begin with. And then now that just magnified the one good thing that I thought that I was is like ripped away and like no choice in the matter whatsoever. I guess I had a choice in the matter. I could have tried to rehab it and I did. So that's the other side of it too. I gave up. So that makes it even that much fucking worse. So when I finally got into therapy, fuck, I think I was 30. No, I was probably 32 because I think I'm no 31 because I moved after I got out of it and I moved to Florida and I met my wife when I was 33 and I think I was here for a couple of years. So somewhere in that fucking time frame. But that was like a decade of debauchery and just destroying my brain and my body. And she was like, "You don't know who you are anymore." And she was like, "You literally, that's what you tied your whole life to." And so outside of that, what if I tied my life to being a cook and a freaking driver? So you go from being a high level athlete to settling to being a saute cook at Outback Steakhouse. And then you move through and you get up to the higher levels and you make some poor decisions and you get fired. And then you fall back down. And then now you tie your identity to the next thing and delivering appliances. And then the next thing, driving a wrecker. Like, you can be good at all that shit, but is that what you want it to be? When you were dreaming of what you wanted to do with your life, like, well, what was the dream? It was a professional football player. Damn sure wasn't a fucking tow truck operator, right? Made great money, was fucking exceptional at it. Didn't matter. So, what else are you? Yeah. And so that guy that goes through that guy in his 30s that retired from the NFL, dude, I can only freaking imagine. Like,
Yeah, he was NBA. He was NBA, and he would say that he goes, your body is so used to entering season that when season hits and you don't do, you're like, yo, what's up? And I understand that whole aspect on, yeah, come on. Allá hay otro. Sorry,
people.
my ducks are all coming. They woke up. They're like, good morning. We're alive. The coyotes didn't get us. Yeah, dude. So he would say that, and he's like, when season hits, and he goes, I can smell it. He goes, I can smell, September coming. Season's about to hit, and my body is ready to react. And then I did it, and then all of a sudden, what the fuck do I do? What do
Yeah.
I do? What do I do with this time? It's like holy shit. You got to figure out who the fuck you are quick, because if not, it consumes you, and you enter into a fucking another depression.
Yeah.
Loss of identity.
Yeah. And it's freaking nuts because you can do all the other, you can do everything the same. Like you can still eat right, you still work out. So I was like, when I pulled this up earlier when we were talking, and it's like, yeah, if you're not doing these things, and it's like lack of sleep, poor diet, low sunlight, minimal exercise and isolation. It's like, I'm not doing any of that shit. And it's like still doing all the right stuff. but it doesn't change the fact that you still hit that dip, and you got to figure out how to navigate your way back out of it. And they start looking at your life, and it's like, all right, so what's going on? It's like, oh, well, yeah, no, you're not fucking happy with anything that's going on in your life. Of course, you don't. You're not bouncing off the walls, but you still have to make that choice to like be at least happiness is a choice, is what I was always told.
Happiness is a choice, 100%.
And so,
There is, it's just how you, but nobody teaches us how to,
mm,
to use it. You know what I mean?
mm,
It's like, oh, are you happy? Well, depends, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah, but there's always a but, right?
yeah,
In human fucking philosophy, there's always a but. For some fucking reason, we always think that time is gonna be better tomorrow or later. And here's the but, right? There's always a but. What the fuck, dude? It's when you can accept in the now, when you can accept the eternal fucking present, that's all that matters.
mm,
That's the key. That's the fucking thing. Earl fucking Nightingale said, right? The strangest secret in the world is that you become what you most commonly, most all the way to fucking you think about,
yeah,
right? People don't understand this. What does that mean? Here's an example. Fucking aircraft mechanic goes to a fucking party, has a couple beers, smokes a joint, gets popped Monday at a party. Why? Holy shit! In his mind, he had nothing had happened. All of a sudden, he fucking brought it upon himself. He did. He brought it upon himself. He made it happen. He made that system repeat itself. Why? Because in his mind, he knew he could not smoke, right? But he was fucking did it anyway.
yeah,
Subconsciously, the vibrations hit, and next thing you know, here's your consequence. Everything has an equal and positive reaction. It's fucking the law of fucking physics
how often does that happen too? Like, man, I shouldn't do this.
all the fucking time.
Yes.
Every single time. Every single time. So, what do? You have to change who you are. Do as are. Dude, I think that is the best phrase, and I cannot, as much as I've tried to take to own it, I can't own it. The guy's name is Nick Sardicola. I think I butchered his name, but anyway, and he's the one who did a speech a long time ago for a company called Visalis.
I remember.
And he fucking said, he did a speech that I watched on YouTube, and it was do as are. And that do as are stuck with me ever since. Because when you do as are, there is no if. There is no if. Because when you know how they always go, oh, fake it till you make it. Nah, this isn't a fake it till you make it thing. This is I am it. I am it. I am becoming. I will have. I am this person in the beginning stages. What does this person do? You know what I mean? So that's what we do. That's what I focus on, and that's what he taught me at that. He goes, "Do you do as are? You do as are. You do as what you are. If you are amazing, fucking whatever the fuck it is, you just do what you are at that moment. You just make sure you always do as are." And if as long as you stay in that path, you do as are, there's nothing stopping you. You're always in your center. So I don't know where the fuck I was going with that one though. I just died.
Yeah, you do that from time to time.
Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, do as are. Uh minds, your mental projections, everything is 100%. We create our world. The world we see is 100% creation of what from us. So once you realize that, once you take full responsibility for everything that you see, once you take responsibility for everything that you see, because you created it, then you'll be able to do it. You gotta change yourself from the inside out, right?
Was one of the things that this had popped up when I was having that conversation with the bot when you were taking that little break.
Yeah.
Freaking, it talked about people try to change everything, but they don't change themselves. I'm trying to find it because it was good as fuck.
How are you going to change the things that surround you, but you're not going to change yourself? If it's everything is a direct reflection, a direct mirror to your creation, dude, the only reason that you and I are here is because we're in, not only are we interchanging vibrations, but I created you and you created me. We have this friendship. If there was any type of anything other than that, we would not be fucking communicating and we wouldn't be part of our, we wouldn't be creating this world together. So
Hmm.
with that being, now
This
we need to change from the inside.
yeah, and it's that remember we were talking about self-talk too.
Mm-hmm.
And you had made the statement like you have that thought and it's not a thing until you speak it. It's like give birth to it. And it's talking about how behavior changes weak if your identity doesn't change. So
Think about this, dude. It's in the Bible. In the beginning, there was the word.
yeah.
Dude, we are fucking magicians. I promise you, if you are careful, I understand. I don't know, maybe smoking toad made me more human, dude. I swear to God, I started thinking more on the whole aspect of
It
because
made you something.
just because you start thinking, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. If I stare at this fucking cap all day, this is a white world, right? Where's my camera? Right? If I stare inside this cap like this, it's just a white world. That's it. There's nothing else there, just a white world, right? I have to look out and oh my God, you know? Well, that's the same thing. I heard a principle of where they were talking about perspectives, and it was an amazing fucking thing. Well, for example, your life, our lives. Imagine we're ants, right? So we're ants, and we get a sense that there's a Snicker bar over there somewhere. So we just start walking, dude. We just start walking. There's a Snicker bar over there. Does, does that Snicker bar, by the time the ants get there, now that Snicker bar becomes real. They had a sense, a perception. There's something over there. Same thing with you and I. We just keep chugging along, boom, 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 because there's something over there. I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's something over there, and I like it. I smell it. I want to go there. It's in the future. But look at the perspective. The higher up you go, right? Well, you'll be able to see the Snicker bar and the ant. We can see the ant and the Snicker bar. So we know that that's where they're going. It's okay. You see what I'm saying? The ant doesn't. The ant believes in himself you see, so that's the thing. We need to fully commit, but we don't because we enter fucking doubts and bullshit in our fucking minds that tell us that we're of no good. And then at the same time, these doubts of bullshit come into our fucking minds and they start telling us that how to, hey, here's a way out. Oh, you're about to fall flat on your fucking face. Here's a way out. Here you go. Listen, I don't think I'm the best fucking friend right now to you for congratulating you on getting a job because that's just I'm biting this as we speak myself, and I'm going the opposite way.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just depends on where your priorities lie at that point in time. That's
100%.
that's
Everything
all
is
it is.
in the perception. That's what I was going with that. I was like, fuck, because
Well, fuck, we went out to celebrate the job, and I was just like, yeah, I really don't feel like this is anything that I should be celebrating. And she was like, well, she's like, we needed the income. I was like, yeah, no, I get it. I was like, I'm grateful,
yeah, get a break.
but it doesn't feel like like I don't want to celebrate this. Like I don't feel good about doing this at all. Like it's actually fucking like making me depressed to fucking accept this. However, it is still something that we need. So, and it will, you just look at it as a tool. Because that's how I look at a lot of things in my life. Is like they're just tools to be able to like that. That's how my job looks at me. I'm just a tool to
Cool.
accomplish a task, and I might be good at said task, and that's why they want me. However, when I cease to be useful, then they will put me back in the toolbox or throw me away. So I look at the job as the same thing as that's the income that I need to be able to fund my projects, uh, pay for debt, and provide a lifestyle that I want to live until I can actually accomplish my own goals. So, and it's I was fucking hell because I always watch content and about the industries that I chose to be into. And freaking, it's like, yeah, he's like, it took me 7 years to make it in here. It's like, my head just drops to the desk. 7? It took you 7? It's like I think your product still sucks. Like, oh my god! Like, but you made like a so it's very interesting when you look at it like that. It's also depressing at the same time. It's like, fuck, man. It's like we're only what I started. We're clipping what 2.5 years, almost 3, and it's like all right. So if it takes 5, like 5 years of investing in yeah, it's like 5 years of investing into that thing. It's like, fuck me.
When do you become an expert at something,
10,000 hours?
which is equivalent to divided by 40-hour weeks?
Yeah. If I could, it'd be comical if I thought of how many hours that I actually worked on these projects. The main one being the store. Yeah, it's a lot more than 40 hours a week for a very long time. It was like literally all I like, so what are you doing? I'm like, oh, well, I'm looking at the mobile version of this website. This isn't supposed to be there. I already fixed this. And I'll leave the room and go to the office and fix it again. It's like, all right, I don't know what came back, but check it out.
It's cool that you're saying that because I mean, for example, the other day I was with Dolly and she's like, "Oh, have you tried this?" And she gave me a suggestion on, and I was like, "As a matter of fact, I have. Thank you for that." You know, but let me show you why I spend so much time on the phone
Yeah.
because there's certain things that I can't do on the desktop that I have to do on the phone, and it kind of, you know what I mean. So I was showing her different things and different, and so yeah,
Yeah. No, she used to say something about me being on like she's like, oh, there you go again on your phone, like lean the screen over and it's like, oh yeah, I'm not doom scrolling. I'm actually
actually
fucking
working.
working.
Yeah, actually working.
uh,
You know, dude, I love getting. Like, my mother calls me, and you know how it is right now with my mom, right? So right now I don't have any extra at this moment. I don't have any extra to send her. She's fine the way she is, that type deal. So which then she'll call me saying, "Hey, I need this or whatever," and I'm like, "Hold on, let me figure this out. Let me help you out." But then I put a post the other day, fucking hilarious one. As a matter of fact, that picture is AI,
Yeah.
of me like waking up like in a bed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's AI,
Oh, I'm aware.
you know? And then she calls me, she goes, "What kind of shit is that? It's the middle of the afternoon. Why are you posting fucking you're still in bed?"
That's funny.
Yes, mom. Of course I am still in bed. You know what I mean?
That's funny. My mom doesn't comment on the things that I post anymore. That ship has sailed. She doesn't say anything anymore. I'll see her. She's like, you can tell she's watched my stories, and it's like you had to watch that one, didn't you? Like, yeah, you probably shouldn't watch that one, but it is what it is. It'll be like my freaking youth pastor from like when I was a child, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm like, nope, you're a fucking liar. Stop doing that to yourself. And I'm like, yeah. And he'll be like the first view. I'm like, damn it. No. It is what it is.
Oh boy. So what's going on this week
Mm.
besides being the 1st of December?
I mean, that's just means there's more bills, more adult stuff. Going, take
More
the
adulting.
go in for my screening and my orientation and all that stuff, and go learn something that I have no clue on how to do. So it'll be a
More project managing.
yeah, it'll be it's a foreman position instead of a project manager. So I'll actually probably play in the machines a little bit. Um, but you got to learn freaking dirt, which is it's a whole science, and there's different grades of dirt and uses for it, and the type that has to go, and it has to be tested, and all this other stuff. So it's funny enough because I told you last week the project that I
Going back to the same site.
the same freaking project that
Yeah.
guy had me fired from.
Yeah. So you better
So
be on point. Make sure you know your shit.
I'll be fine with that. It'll be
Okay.
more. It'll be more with just interacting with that fucking douchebag. It'll be the fun part. So I'm gonna buy him a big ass cigar, go shake his hand, and tell him I'm really happy to see him, and hope he's been doing well. And I'll chum it up with him.
I'm so happy I get to work with you again.
Yeah, man, it's been my life ambition to be a part of your
I'm
team. It's
so
fucking
happy.
awesome.
So happy.
So yeah, but
Be his
that
best
and
fucking friend.
yeah, fuck that guy. But I can't stand people that smile to your face and like actively go behind your back to try and fucking like. And it's so funny because it's like there's not one person that ever ever said something to my face, and it was a pretty common thing that they don't like the assertive nature of Daniel. So
Why? That's another thing, my friend. Why are people afraid to talk? It's not like you're gonna go up and fucking bitch slap them. No, let's talk. Why are you
yeah,
gonna be a fucking idiot? Please tell
well,
me.
and I
It's
even
just there's
called him
nothing wrong with
out.
that.
I was like, yeah, I was like, if you have a problem with something I'm doing, like, say something so we can correct it. He's like, oh no, we love everything you're doing out here. And I freaking told my boss, he's like, that dude is not your fucking friend. I was like, he does not like you, and he makes it very known. I was like, well, then he's a fucking cuck. Oh, damn it, we're live. Oh well. But but no, like, all right, so and
Yeah.
literally just sit there and freaking lie to your face and buddy you, and then go back behind the scenes and like uh, there's something lacking in your character, and it's probably the fact that you don't have a sack anymore. I don't know, just removed. I don't get it. You should be able to say what you think, and you should be able to. If you don't like somebody, say it. Like, all right, like what's the worst that's going to happen? They stop talking to you. Okay, well that's a win. Like I just don't get it. if they have to interact with you and they ask you if there's something that you need from them and you don't tell them what you need, then you're just a punk.
Correct.
Uh,
100%. Well, see, well, here's another thing though, but I've noticed that also that people nowadays, I don't know, um, even with family, I've noticed is like, oh, they don't, I don't want to say specifically how, but I've noticed that I have some family members that just, they say they avoid confrontation, but they just, what, it's not confrontation when you need to tell somebody they fucked up, dude. They won't know they fucked up unless you fucking tell them that somebody fucked up, dude. But oh no, I just don't, they didn't know any better. Well, that's why you fucking have to tell them. Hey,
right.
by the way, you're an idiot. You fucked up, but it's okay.
Uh,
Please don't do that again. You know what I mean? And then when it becomes second nature of them continually fucking up, and it's like, oh, that's the way they are. No, you dumb fucks, you caused this.
well, yeah, that was like that's one of the reasons why we didn't have Thanksgiving with family this year, is because they allowed something to continue to happen for, I mean, the entirety of my wife's life. And last year, I was like, dude, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, that's not okay. Don't do that. And they're like, well, that's just the way he is. I was like, no, that's because you guys allow it to happen over and over. Well, we think he's slow. Okay. Well, I mean, I know there's plenty of people that can be course corrected. That might not be the sharpest tool in the freaking shed. So, and he was like, you guys let this persist. And now enters Daniel, and it's like, oh, I'm not going to let that keep going. And we weren't there that this year. But
Yep.
yeah, I think when me and my wife first got together, like she didn't want to go there to those events because of said person. And I was like, well, it's part of being family. You got to put up with stuff that you may not like. And then, here I go. Well, yeah, you say that again, I'm gonna cave your face in. And so now she's like, oh, well, now we're just really not going to go over there because that's,
To
but
avoid any, yeah, of course.
But I mean, it's because it's something that you guys allowed to persist over fucking decades.
But then again, everything has to do with ourselves at the same time. I mean, you guys have, and you stuck to your boundaries. You know what? This is it. I don't partake in that world. Go fuck yourself. That's
Right.
cool. I love you from afar. You know what I mean? It's fantastic, and people need to be understanding that that's okay too.
Yeah. Those you seen Pitch Black, Vin Diesel?
Yeah, yeah.
He was like he tells them make sure you keep a strong spine. Yeah, that's literally one of the things that I keep in my head and keep a strong spine. Like you have to be able to support the weight, I guess, of
When you
standing.
have success, when you have success, there's an old saying that in Spanish, and I'm going to translate it. It's like if you can hear the dogs barking, that's because if the dogs are still barking, that's because that you're still saddled, something like that,
You always
right?
try to translate these fucking things in Spanish and they never make any fucking sense in English.
Yeah, it's true. I totally get that. You know, but here's the thing: barking dogs don't bite, right? They'll just yelp, right? So
Chihuahuas.
if
Yeah.
you're hearing fucking ruckus, no, Chihuahuas are, listen, they are the fiercest fucking creature on earth. No, but somebody is probably going, yes. Somebody's going, what the
That's funny.
fuck? You
Uh,
know? uh, oh, Ness, don't lose it
if you can hear
now.
the dogs barking,
If you can hear the dogs barking, okay, that means that you're still saddled. Why? Because, dude, it means that you're still on the horse. You're still fucking riding firm. I'm chugging along, right? And the fucking dogs is just a noise. Rah, 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 rah. You know what I mean? Try to startle you. It's not working. Dude, I had a huge bark yesterday. Huge dog bark yesterday. Huge. I wasn't going to bring it up, but it was perfect timing, right? So I get a text. from Josh.
I remember Josh.
It was my boy, blah, 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 with the old company, come back, come back. About a year ago is when he came here to my home and sat down and we powwowed and hugged and kissed and I love you. And right, dude, I don't know what snake bit this motherfucker. I don't know what happened, but I promise you, with the ultimate, most heartfelt, dude, I don't know what happened. He took the mule from here, put it on into a trailer, took it away. He wasn't able to use it how it was supposed to be used.
Okay.
I have no idea what the fuck happened. The mule broke. I have no idea, dude. Blames me for it, for getting it, using it. You got this, you stuck this, you did this, you did that. And I'm laughing the whole time, going, oh my gosh, you know, fucking, it's my fault. Okay, cool. No problem. I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. I haven't seen that thing in 4 or 5 months. Oh well. We seem to have lost Daniel. Danielson.
I'm right here, man.
I know. No, dude, I don't know. That was just funny. I got that. Dude, I hadn't been motherfucked so hard in such a long time that I just started laughing. I'm like, poor guy. I hope he's the best. I actually I sent him a lot of love. I really did. I really did send him a lot of love. He doesn't know where he's at. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Remember, everything's always perception. So, in his mind,
Oh yeah, and it's okay.
I guess I need to get to that place where somebody can motherfuck me, and I'm just like, oh, I feel so bad for them.
Yeah,
Uh, I
I do. I feel bad for him. I'm like, oh,
I get
but dude,
motherfucked.
you don't understand the
I tell him like, you know
the
exactly where
MF
I am.
the MF that he did that he MF'd me, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, that just emphasized what I've always said in the beginning. I'm just another number,
Yeah.
but
Just to say, you're a tool.
I was just a tool.
No.
But at the same time, I was like, I was doing things out of love too.
No.
Like, ooh. So it's okay. Like, I really did things out of love. Even conversations that I had with you, I remember thinking, I was like, you're like, yeah, you sure about that one? It's like, yes. Yeah. All right.
No.
Oh well. Perceptions are a motherfucker, dude. That's what makes the world go round. It's okay.
Hmm.
It's here's what I everything has to do with intention, right? So how can my world be better if I do everything with the correct intention? If I have everything, excuse me, not with the correct intention. Everything has to do with intention. As long as I do it with a conscious intention of whatever it is that I need to do, if I do it consciously with a conscious intention, that's it.
What does that
But I
even
do,
mean?
huh?
What does that even mean? Conscious intention.
Can I do it? Can I do it right? Will I hurt somebody if I do it? Can I do it? Yeah, I can think I can do that. Cool. Do it. Can I do it right? Example. I'm going to go scale that wall. I can do that. Yeah, I think I can scale that wall. You're going to go scale it right? Because if not, you're going to die. You got to do it right. Right? You got to do it right.
It's funny.
And then the other one, do it right. Am I going to hurt something or somebody while doing it? Can't step on people, right? Can't fucking go out there and steal, rattle, shield. You know what I mean? You can't stand step on people, right? That's what I mean. So I always ask myself those things. Am I capable of doing it? Am I capable of doing it right? Right? Because here we are in a world that it really pretty much can be a gray world as we see it. There's so much color out here that we live in a very gray area. Right is very gray because things can be fine, but they can be perfect. And nothing in life is perfect. There's always some type of fucking discrepancy. That's that little gray area that we live in. So, depending on how you see it, you can do the minimums or you can do the maximums. You see what I'm saying? And it could be considered done right. It's how you proceed and how you give it the intention of how you do things. I'm giving it my fucking facts. If it's going to be done, if I have to burn the energy, I'm going to burn the energy, dude. Right. And that's the thing that's happening with society and everybody else that we see, because unfortunately, we're falling into the whole aspect of, I hate my life and I got to go to work. Everybody that's on fucking highways and going fucking 8, 7, you got to be there by fucking punch in by 9 or whatever it is. The normal average Joe that hates their fucking life because they have to go do certain things and they can't see another way out because they keep you there. But as long as you are able to see a way out, and that's it. That's it. I don't know how the fuck I got there a minute ago because I know I just lost my train of thought again.
That's funny. Um, yeah. There's a Oh, you said something about the minimums.
Giving the
Fucking,
minimums. Thank you. Yes,
it
giving the
fucking,
minimums.
it kind
Well,
of triggered.
exactly. So if you're present within the day, so here we go. That's coming back to the beginning of this of holy shit, dude. Coming back to the beginning of everything is present in the day. Is giving your if it's in your world and it's something that you have the capability of doing, then you gotta just give it your all. It doesn't fucking matter. Stop getting in your way. Oh, I think I have to go do this. No, focus on the task at hand. People, we I've noticed that it's never what we think we must do, but what we're actually doing at that moment. Please just think about that and just try that. I don't even know what time it is, and that's an amazing ending. I promise you, if you folk, if people stop living in the past and oh if I would have done this today would be better because today is the best that it's ever going to be. Today right now is the best that it's ever going to be, and I'm not going to worried about how I can make it better in the future. Focus on now. I want to be the best version of myself now at whatever it is that I'm doing. If I'm working fixing an airplane, then I'm going to enjoy it. That's why I stopped worrying about it. If because things are going to happen, even though I keep saying to myself, I am not going to get paid doing it. So I probably won't do that. It probably won't happen again. And if it does, it'll be because I wanted to. You see what I'm saying? It's the things
Yeah.
that happen at that moment in time that you focus on and you act upon it in the best possible way. Other than that, there's nothing else that fucking matters. Most people would be like, oh, it's Sunday afternoon. I got to go to work tomorrow and today sucks. Guess what, dude? Oh, I hate Sundays. Why? Because they're thinking about going to work on Monday at a job they hate.
That's why this is you're like this is a perfect ending. It's like you're because we started talking about depression and the causes of depression is why we fucking ended up going live or why I put it on live. And the price of settling is where we had started at. Not necessarily settling, doing what you have to do to be able to make things work. And you know, you had said a couple things in this past couple minutes where you're talking about being present in the now, and I think one of the definitions of why, I don't even know if it's a definition, but a cause is people that tend to have a state of depression and like the disease is because they live in the past and they're so stuck on what happened and they can't get past it. And it's infecting their brain and they can't let it go. And then the people with anxiety, Sunday sucks because I have to go to work on Monday, or I have these bills that are coming and I've got all the shit that I have to deal with. And so they're very anxious about what's going to happen. And then they ignore the now, which is actually truly the present. And so it's literally called the present because it is a gift. And that's where you need to focus your time. So
Granted, it's taken for granted because we automatically assume we don't know anything else but moment. We don't know anything else. We think that this is, dude, we forget that this is a fucking movie.
yeah, and like you're stuck on a scene that already happened. Like it is like you can't. There's no redos. You're not going to change it. And in all actuality, we were talking about perception. Well, I mean, what you perceive to have actually happened probably didn't fucking happen. It's what you processed. So that person might not even slighted you or intended to slight you, to piss you off, to wrong you, that you're still fucking focused on. It's like it's what you perceive to have happened. So vantage point, and look at that angle, like they saw something entirely different. So it's a dirty, dirty game to try and control that mentality and that self talk. Uh, like it truly is. Yeah, and even when I think about it now, it's like, yeah, I've kind of been in this funk where I can't seem to keep my mind right. Still get up, do the work, and quite frankly, just do it because I said I would is the only reason why shit's been getting done. Because there's no fulfillment in it, there's no joy in it. The results aren't there yet. It fucking sucks, honestly. But
Let me let
I set
me
out
let
to do
me
it.
help you a little bit more. I'm so sorry. Let me just jump in there real quick. It's not that it needs to be done.
It is if
It's
I want the goal.
it's it's how it's it'll be easier when you sit back and watch the movie unfold and you're able to watch yourself enjoy more of the actual activity, which in itself, the emotion causes the thoughts which cause the reality to change. I don't know how that works, but it does. When you bring a positive emotion to a shitty fucking thought, it actually becomes worthwhile for some fucking reason. It's perceptions. The same activity can be seen as different things based on the emotion. First, we are taught at a very young age to think with our fucking minds. We are 100% of the time told use your head, use your nobody's fucking told to use their hearts. We're supposed to think with our hearts because look at the movie Pinocchio, right? Pinocchio, you had Jiminy fucking Cricket, and this is an external fucking thing of a little wooden boy, and he needs a conscience. So the conscience is what fucking tells you. But if you live and act as the conscience, you will realize that this little avatar known as your world, it's not fucking Earth.
Well, the crazy thing is that you told me that that was worth me losing my thought, and it totally wasn't.
Wait, I lost you. I didn't hear. Wait, let me
Yeah,
rephrase.
I said, I was like, I have to say this. This is totally. He's like, I got to interrupt you. It wasn't worth me losing my thought at all, like at all. 'Cause now I can't remember where the fuck I was going, and it ain't coming back. So that
Oh, we're
that
talking about the that tied into everything.
in your brain it did, but
I apologize.
you like fucking here, take this. You like stab my shit. I don't fucking remember what the fuck I was talking about now.
Good thing you're live.
Hmm? Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, no, I know. I know. Uh, dude, killing me, Smalls. Fucking killing me.
Do we have any comments? Are people saying hi?
Oh, there's nobody on it.
Nobody on it. Not
Yeah,
yet.
the only person that's watching it is my other screen.
Anyway,
Ah, fuck.
what time is it?
I don't know. 7:30.
Wait.
And so wife's up. She's already when I went up, I ran with her take a leak. She's standing there on the wall, like peeking at me, seeing if we're done. I was like, no, we're not done. All right. She doesn't sleep in as late anymore. She gets up a bit earlier now. So
Well, I mean, yeah, because they took an hour away from us.
yeah, so she's already up and moving around, ready for breakfast.
So let's focus on what do we want to do for this week.
I am gonna be starting the job. I still have to focus on getting the stores seems to be running better, but it's still not converting the way it needs to. So I'll find one thing to fix, and I need to cancel the AI.
Before they hit you with that fee that they hit me with.
Well, I paid for 2 months because they had
That's the
a two,
special.
yeah,
That's the special.
special before they
That's
hit
what
me. Yeah,
100
so
bucks.
I cancel that and then get up at least 2 videos, at least.
I'm going to continue figuring out Facebook. I will pay them their money this week. Put
Yeah.
my I also noticed that I've had to change a couple of things. I probably got hacked
How'd
because
you
I
get?
noticed that I had some like mess. I don't know if I had some like content restrictions or something like that in the past that I never posted. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? I
Did
don't
you
understand.
share something?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I know I've shared stuff that
I got
has.
hit.
uh,
Yeah. That would I wouldn't doubt it because that was the whole COVID time frame. Everybody was fucking iffy and unpatriotic or patriotic at that fucking point in time. You know what I mean? It can be taken either which way. So I know I used to get hit with a lot of dings when I was going against that fucking stuff. Uh, whichever which way whichever which way you want to take it. I don't give a fuck.
I only
That
get community guidelines strikes. I never get anything. I say something that's too honest, and they're like, "That goes against our community guidelines."
yeah, something like that, dude.
Like
But then
you call it the fat. They're fat. What do you want me to tell you? Like you can't say that. You can't say that. Why not?
oh
They're fat.
no, not for that. Really? We can't say fat people?
I'm fuck with you. I don't. The last time I got a community guideline, I think it was because I had gotten. Oh yeah, it was a minute ago, and it was probably in COVID. I was in the backyard, and I was in my little hut my little gazebo, and I had a fire going, and think I had a lot of beers and a lot of Fireball, and I think
Fireball. How can you drink that, dude? Oh my
I
God.
put well, Fireball's the devil. Um, it definitely brings me to another realm, but I had, I said, of course you don't like me. You guys are bitches. We're not the fucking same. And that one got immediately stricken on you on Instagram.
That's
Immediate.
why, dude. Fucking Goggins says that shit all the time.
It freaking, and I listened to the video and it didn't even sound like me. It sounded like freaking just demonic, and I was like, wow. Uh, we don't really drink very much liquor at this point in my life. As a, like that was one of the reasons why every time I talked about this before, it was like every time open up the spirits, it's definitely a little more susceptible to things that I probably shouldn't be doing. So I just stop
Yes.
opening those doors.
I do believe that everything is frequency, dude. So yeah, you
Oh,
know, I do believe that there's certain alcohols that open different frequencies, and spirit is a very good word for it.
I mean that's what they were called. I don't know why they changed the name. Probably marketing, but you know, most stores used to say wine and spirits, and then it went
Mhm.
to liquor stores. So
No, no, yeah, crown and spirits, right? Something like
really, you got one over there?
that.
No.
Yeah. No, no, no. That's it's they still call them. I gotta piss again. Oh, you can put that. I can take you with me. I'll be back. Fuck.
That's funny.
Oh, gotta
That's
go.
the aftermath of coffee.
Oh God, and two big ass waters.
Oh, I haven't had the water yet.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, no. So this week will be the new job. So I figure out what's going on with my truck with my transmission.
why? What happened?
It's I did a relearn on it on Friday, or not Friday,
Oh,
on
that's right. You were
Monday.
telling me.
Yeah, so we went and did the relearn, and it seems to be it's shifting smoothly now, but it's still got a slight slip to it. So we'll probably end up having to utilize that beautiful extended warranty that I didn't want to pay for, but I paid for it because I didn't want to have a transmission go out at 100,000 miles, and it's at like 99 and some change. So we'll end up probably putting that guy in the shop pretty soon here. Maybe this week, probably not.
Or something like that. It's worth taking it to the factory.
Oh yeah, the dealer
Yeah,
and
that's what I
just
mean. That's what I mean.
have them
The
freaking
dealership.
rebuild it.
Yeah.
I really wish because they are not a freaking actual. It's a Hyundai dealership where I bought the truck, so I'm hoping that their lack of expertise will just make them get a replacement transmission instead of rebuilding it. But I'm sure they'll probably rebuild it.
I have a question. Why do you gotta take it back to that same dealership?
I don't have to.
So
I
why to
can
take it to the Ford?
because Ford's freaking wait time sucks.
Oh,
I guess I could find one that doesn't suck, but if I freaking take my truck to Ford, it'll be there for probably a month. If they just replace the transmission, they could literally do it in a day. So that's why but I'll figure it out. So the warranty is good for 130,000 miles or 70,000 miles, or no, 130,000 miles or 7 years is what it's good for. So I'm
perfect
definitely
time.
I'm definitely in the window. So I've got some time to actually just let it break all the way before I put it in there.
I don't know if you want to do it. If you have a way to just fix it now. You know, the
Oh,
same thing as like just like example, different airplanes in. depending on the cost factors, do I want to replace it now? Yeah, I understand.
I mean, it's the
Still
whole
works.
just driving to work. So, but the new office is literally, I think it's a 9 minute drive. So,
How about bicycle ride? How far?
maybe 3 miles,
Leave the truck, take the bike.
10 minutes.
Except on rainy days, of course. So maybe even the new job will give you a car.
I know they do have company vehicles, but you take to the job site. So that's
Hey,
also,
I'm gonna be without a truck for a month.
you
It's getting rebuilt, or I'm gonna be without a truck for a little bit. It's getting transmission's been getting rebuilt. I mean, they'll give you a car, dude.
know, we'll see if it
Take
comes to that.
take take care of you. Take
Well,
advantage of the stuff to take care of you.
yeah, I was like, we'll see what it comes to. I'll worry about it when I have to. Uh, I'm not really very worried about it right now. So, we'll have access to other vehicles and stuff like that if they didn't. So, yeah. So yeah, that's this week. It's the same old shit. Fucking, I'll probably start. My wife asked if we could start walking to look at Christmas lights a couple nights this week, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we can do that every night." She's like, "That's not what I meant." I was like, "Yeah, non-negotiable every
She
night."
said I didn't mean that. She just wanted to go for a walk and motherfucker turns it into a routine.
Yeah, like instantly. Well, because we used to do that. Um,
That's what I
'Cause
told
it's
her.
usually in the wintertime that I try to, or that I'm not trying, that I'm on like 75 hard or a variation of like one of the phases.
That's
So
funny because
it,
I
it
told her
works out well. It works out well for us to get out there, catch the lights in the evening. It gets dark earlier. It's cooler. It feels good. So then we get our steps.
story. I forgot to mention. I had to take her to the hospital. She had a doctor appointment, and because her heart rate was a little high, she was getting arrhythmias or whatever, blah blah blah. And then she kept checking her blood pressure. It was really elevated, and she was just didn't feel right, and she was blushing everywhere. And call her doc. She had a phone appointment. All right, tell me what the symptoms are. She goes, well, I got this numbness in my left arm. I'm having a hard time breathing. And the guy goes, get the fuck off the phone and go to the hospital. You're having a heart attack. And I'm looking at my wife going, you're not having a heart attack. You know what I mean? And then, and then she's telling him like her symptoms, like I have headaches and I see dizziness. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're not having a heart attack. You know what I mean? And I was like, what are you doing? I'm looking at my wife going, do you know what you're saying? She had no clue what she was saying. Yes, there was something wrong with her. Her blood pressure was a little elevated, but I'm like, you're not having a fucking heart attack. But anyway, doctor's like, shut the fuck up. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy today. It was one of those moments like I could have been pissed off and goes, because no. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll spend the day at the hospital. You know what I mean? So I went to the hospital with her. I took her to the hospital. We went to the emergency room. She was there overnight. She was there overnight. Her potassium levels were extremely low, causing her to have high blood pressure, causing her to have all the other symptoms of the heart attack.
And so if you're that far out of whack, it can give you all. That's crazy.
Her potassium levels were that far off. Also, things that affect it, you know, is of course the diets and so forth, blah blah blah. And if your potassium is that much lower for some reason, it increases the whole insulin resistance, and next thing you know, you're diabetic.
Well, because I have been told that I have potassium deficiency, and my body just doesn't process it the same way as
You and
everybody
her are
else.
almost the same thing
Uh,
because we talked about electrolytes, and you're like, oh yeah, dude,
yeah,
she devours it.
uh,
Tomatoes, high potassium, good.
I do
Her
I do
sodium
salt
levels were
water.
low.
Yeah, I do salt water with lemon and lime,
Her
and
her salt levels, sodium levels were low. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up.
Your
It's
body
like
just
she
doesn't process it.
it doesn't
Um,
process differently. Yeah.
yeah. So like I legit I freaking sea salt, half a gallon of water, a lemon, a lime, and like probably 2 tablespoons of honey, and I'll mix it up, and that's what I drink every freaking day, because and it's like the most random thing, and this is the most perfect thing is because my wife steals my water, and so she'll be like, I'll be like, yeah, yeah, I wasn't in the room. You
Yeah.
try to steal my drink.
Pass.
Gotcha. So it has its own rewards there. But did I tell you one of the guys that I had been working with had a heart attack?
No.
So 40, so I'm 43, he's 44. I think he's like a couple months older than me, maybe probably about 5 or 6 months older than me. Freaking had a heart attack.
How big is he?
He's 195,
It's not big.
205, somewhere in that range.
Oh my gosh.
He's literally
Average
what,
size dude.
yeah, 4 pounds heavier than me. Yeah. And I mean, but he doesn't drink at all. No alcohol consumption, but he does smoke. But still, and he's pretty active. So I feel like there's plenty of people that smoke,
Did he
drink.
get did is he a
Nah, he's cool.
no, did he get
Oh, I asked my boss that, and he said he didn't know. And I was like, well, I was like,
unfortunately nowadays you have to ask certain
yeah.
questions, because there's a lot of truth in that question.
So that myocarditis and other heart defects, stuff like that. But yeah, it's he and I was just like, genetics and lifestyle. That's why I posted that video that I don't even know what day it was. I was talking about that. You gotta you do what you want to do in your life, but you still gotta freaking take care of the vessel, or at least attempt to. No, if you're gonna smoke, you probably should learn how to do some cardio. I'm just saying. Cigars, alcohol, whatever. Like freaking, you need to move your body and you need to do it with purpose, because that shit, it will, like, it's going to add up no matter what it is. Like, we can't beat time. But you at least try to slow down the clock as much as you can if you're going to enjoy your life to the fullest.
You said something that was extremely important that most people would miss, and you said live with purpose. The thing is, though, most people don't understand what living with a purpose is. You know, things is under,
Everything.
understand that you going to this bullshit job at the end of the day. When I say you, I'm not talking about you, D. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the person goes into the fucking to their bullshit job and their random day, just think about one thing. You're supposed to be there because you're there. We think, you know what I mean? We think, and our minds get out of the way. But when you realize, hey, I'm here because I'm supposed to be here, because I want to be here. When you take full responsibility for the things that you hate and the things that you do, it's like, I want to be here. No, I don't. I fucking hate my job. You want to be here. You want to be, no, fuck that guy. Fuck this. I loved it. The other day, I had a conversation with a young pup, up and coming fucking mechanic. And he's like, oh, yeah, fuck this and fuck them and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who are you talking about, dude? Your employers or your customers or what the fuck, dude? What are you talking about? Because they're giving you a fucking check. They're paying
Everybody
you,
hates their job till they can't pay their fucking rent.
right? It's like if you don't want to be here, dude, you don't have to be. You don't. Yeah, I do. I gotta pay my bills. Go find another fucking way to pay your bills.
Yeah.
You don't. You can't use your creativity to figure another way out. Come on, that's the thing. So take full advantage of it. Enjoy that fucking moment. It's like, you know what? Maybe it's an eye awakening. Maybe it's an eye moment. It's that moment that where people sometimes get that slack in the face. Like, you know what? Fuck, it is me. I am the cause of all my bullshit, all my sorrows, and all my pains. When you come to that fucking realization and then say, "Holy shit, how far I've come," that's a different story. But when you fucking take full responsibility for everything, even if, even if your spouse, your significant other, your brothers and sisters, your sibling, your whatever the fuck piss you off, figure it out why. You caused it.
Yeah. I mean, well, really ain't too much more to say after that.
Everything's I've those little realizations because you can change your night. You can
How,
change your life overnight. You can change your life. The problem is that we don't believe that we can.
how many people roll around hating their job?
Oh fuck, dude. When I learned to love my day, everything became. It doesn't matter if it was a job or not. Everything changed the way my perception of life became different.
Because even like the people that came over for Thanksgiving, like they were down here on vacation, and he was talking to me because he was somebody that I sold insurance to. Apparently, I sold insurance to everybody, I guess.
Mm.
But he he's like, so do you like construction more than what you were doing before? I was like, like not necessarily. It's like it's just a means to an end. But I mean, I never hated any of it. Like, well, why'd you stop? Well, because there's something that I wasn't willing to accept. And then I like played out the scenario. He was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I probably wouldn't accept that." He's like, "Man, I fucking hate my job." I was like, "But you like the money?" He's like, "Oh, the money's great." I was like, "Then you don't fucking hate it." I was like, "You don't." It was like it's just a means to an end. It was like if you're not gonna figure out anything else that you want to do, I guess you better start to fucking love it. Remember, if you're not willing to do anything to change it, you're just fucking complaining. Like that's all there is to it. It's like, oh, I fucking hate my job. Well, what are you gonna do different? No, oh, I can't. Well, then you probably should, change the way you think about that thing that, put the roof over your head, the cars in your driveway, the food in your mouth, because you will live a miserable existence if you just choose to sit there and hate what you are choosing to do on a daily basis. I don't have any options. Of course, you have fucking options. You just might not like them. No, remember, I didn't want to get a job, and I was like, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go sell cars. It was like I got a closet full of suits and nice shirts and stuff like that. And the last two car salesmen that I interacted with, I thought they were pathetic. So maybe I should do that because if you think you can do something better, then you might as well. And then it's just like, oh, phone rings. Hey, do you know this driver? I'm like, huh? Well, yeah, I do. What do you guys got going on? I have to do that. Okay, well, job. Well, maybe I should have actually applied to be a fucking car salesman and utilize these skills that I've developed over the years. Hmm, I don't know. I'll probably make more money as a car salesman than a fucking foreman.
But here's the thing, you're not trying to be either.
I don't want to do either one of them. No, I got all my other shit that I've already worked on, but I'm still working on. I still haven't released that fucking book.
You know,
Hmm.
looking at the school the other day on a bullshit fucking message that you posted about, oh, the other day, fucking, if I didn't act upon it,
Yeah. Well, every time that I have posted about me fucking like doing something for that book, I've done the work.
no,
It
no,
just
you're doing
hasn't.
work. You just gotta fucking promote it. It's just, you know what, dude? I think you're the one who told me there's somebody willing and ready to pay for that fucking thing.
Yeah.
You just gotta find them.
Yeah.
So the only thing is, now you just you just now you send it out there to create your new stream. It's all about you know what I mean? It's we
I
talked
mean, it's
about
already
this before.
done.
It's done.
It
It's
just has to be
done.
reformatted is the only thing. That's I couldn't upload it, so but still.
Oh, and FYI, not everybody has a fucking ebook reader or whatever the fuck it is,
A Kindle.
because initially my book was a uh, an ebook dot
Hmm.
ease whatever the fuck it was, and then people were buying it, blah blah blah, and like, they kept getting errors and can't do it, it can't load it. I'm like, how come I fucking hit it on my computer and it opens up, and then it hit me, duh, because I have the reader, and I was like, OMG.
So
So
you just have to sell a PDF.
so I just started doing PDF,
Mm.
and well, I blocked it. I locked it. I locked it with a passcode. Just that way they can't change anything or alter it or anything like that.
Hmm.
I like how your camera just zoomed in
Well,
on it.
I turned it because
Automatic.
I
Yeah.
everybody else has it, and it's like,
Nice.
yeah,
That's
well,
cool.
we'll see how it looks.
Yeah,
And
I like it.
now I don't have to sit all the way up here
Yeah.
anymore to be in frame. Uh, it's it's AI is very interesting. So, um, fuck, what was I talking about? He
We
caught
were
me.
talking about
He caught me with that. Oh well, it is what it is. It must not have been that important.
it. We were talking about
We were talking about ebooks and fucking
ebooks. Okay, so by
and
yeah,
some
with
shit
your
like
ebook,
that.
and then I turned it into a PDF, and then I locked it. So now, like before, I get an immediate interaction. So I'm gonna have to get a bot. I need I haven't asked chat yet, but I want to create a bot for my messenger or for my auto replies, and you know what I mean? That way, because I have a now that they have a password protected, even when they download it, it says password protected. I don't want them sharing it, you know? So it's password, so if the password protected, and then they can get it, but then they have to send me a message saying, "Hey, what's the password?" You know what I mean? So I want an auto responder saying, "Hey, let's see that you got the book. Congratulations, blah blah blah." Here, I want them to ask me for the password to fill in the next steps. You know what I mean?
Uh,
You know, it starts the interaction with. I want that interaction with them thinking they're talking directly with me, but they're going to be talking to my AI bot. That's what I want. That
yeah,
way, because the AI bot has all the answers that they can fucking text me on questions and answers and so forth, and I can, you know what I mean? So that's all part of what I want to like, what I'm adding it onto my platform for additional $36 or whatever it is. Have access to.
yeah. So you'd rather have an AI bot than a email automation? Interesting. Very, very interesting.
I like the way it just zoomed in on you fucking thinking it fucking that was a good one. That was
I
a good
don't.
one.
I.
That was
It's
awesome.
funny because I had it on when we started and I turned it back off.
Dude,
Because,
you just went like this and then you went like that and it went zoom, right as you like
it's
it made it
hilarious.
interesting, dude. That was funny.
That's very
I don't even know if I don't have it on. Do I?
well.
Uh, AI companion.
Yeah, well, because I told I didn't tell you, but I was freaking running through the t-shirt descriptions when I was making all those videos, and freaking I had the freaking script on the screen right here,
Hmm.
and I kept on looking back and forth, and they have a eye contact AI, and it is the creepiest shit that you will ever see because like you can tell that it is changing the positioning of your eyes while you're watching it, and like you'll see them twitch, but it's yeah, yeah, check it out. You play a CapCut,
Yeah.
and Yeah, one of those videos where you notice you're not watching the camera the way that you should. Yeah, go ahead and hit auto eye contact, and it'll freak you the fuck out. And I've been messing with like video generation a lot lately because I've been working on the no face channels,
Mhm.
and it's scary what can be done. I'm pretty sure I watched a freaking commercial for the Bentley Diller over in Miami that was all AI the other day, and I'm like 99% sure that the bulk of that video was all AI.
Did you see my video on Sora with Sebastian on the
Yep.
airplane? I just described a couple pictures that I took, and it created a whole day of almost very accurate. Almost. If someone, to the untrained eye, that was exactly what we did. Like job and how it happened because I changed a couple of antennas, exactly what they looked like, little square fucking antennas and then peeling the fucking corrosion off and sanding and then working in the cockpit and so forth. And we're inside. This is all generated bullshit, And I'm like,
There's a weightlifting one that I saw the other day, and it was the guy trying to bench press like 400 pounds, and the bar snapped, and it was straight up AI, and it
yeah.
looks so fucking real. And I was just like this is what's going on right now, and
Think about this too. I, isn't this part of like the technology back in the day when um, AI is the new robot for manufacturers and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like because I know you have people like Gabby, my daughter, very artistic, very into manual, what the creation of man. She hates AI, and I'm like, but if you think about it, it's our next steps. Will you stop? Go
you
inside.
gotta understand freaking the the jazz channel that I made. Like I reached out always before I do something. I reach out to somebody I know that does it. And there's a artist that like we're gonna go see him in January for my birthday down in Naples, and we're gonna stay down there, and like it's a good experience. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, I was like, I'm doing a music channel. I was like, I want to feature your music on it and overlay it with like some the either beach ambiance, freaking nature, fireplace, the dinner music idea for parties. And I was like, I want to use your stuff. And he's like, well, I only have one song that I've released. And so he he's like, I like the idea. He's like, I'll look into it. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I went on to Suno and made 7 hours of music in about an hour, and freaking went ahead and ran the idea. And I think it had like 12 views. It had like fucking 10 hours of consumption. It was like the same thing with the freaking the other channel, the all hustle no luck radio.
Uh-huh.
Freaking let's see here. It's the watch time is stupid on these because it's like the amount of views that you get through shorts is like you have very, 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 very low freaking
Watchfulness.
consumption time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this one hit 10 hours in like 3 days or something like that. It's and it's not even a lot of views. 178 views, 37 hours.
That's incredible.
So it's just like, all right, yeah. That's it's crazy. So, but those are like the things that give you the watch time, or I guess pay higher. Yeah, people locked in longer. They pay higher.
Yeah, as soon as those channels start monetizing, dude.
I have to figure out how to get subscribers. Is really where that's at though, because
Yeah. That's all it is. 3,000 subscribers. You already got the watch time.
well, it's like all right. So this one, the holiday special, average duration for the 5 views was 40 minutes. So
Amazing. Average duration. Here I am. I'm happy getting 3 and 4 minutes.
yeah. Well, that's so that was the holiday special one, the cozy Thanksgiving fireplace. Let's see what that one was, analytics wise. Yeah, I mean, at 36 minutes.
Amazing.
And that was just changing the freaking, it's literally the same songs on that. I just changed the artwork because I wanted to see which one was going to perform better. But uh, so I'll do a lot of that shit this week. That's how we got on this. Like, what do you got going on this week? This is what I'll be doing.
I like it. Well, I know for a fact that I'll be finishing up that school project with Dolly.
Okay.
I go through today is a study day. We're gonna go through that school that I bought for us. I went ahead and I paid the annual for that guy.
Did you?
Just because, yeah, he was opening up some more things, and I paid the annual for it. Because I'm learning how to promote and use school just because, even though my website is still under production and it's almost ready, that type of deal. I'm learning how to use the school because these people are making money, not so much as promoting the the community itself, right? Like you're the one that you promote, like your community. It's promoting open up your own community.
Hmm.
It's opening up a school. So you're basically telling them, go in there and pay $100 a month. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. The one that I'm actually like utilizing the most was like it's a Shopify Growth Collective that somebody else put me on, and it's a free community. And what was the most intriguing part about it was is that the actual person that runs that community, I feel like she does nothing at all. She and like clearly she does. Like she makes a post and she'll challenge you guys to do something, but it's like all right, so here's today's challenge. Do this to your for your store. And it's like all right, so do this. Takes 5 minutes. And she's like, all right, now post your what you did
Same thing with this guy. Yeah. Tell me what steps you're at. Yep.
before and after,
Yep.
and then comment on at least three people's shit. So she creates engagement.
Because you're increasing your engagement, you're increasing
Yeah.
your levels. Yeah.
So she increases interaction. And so then people have to go in there and they're looking at other people's stuff. And she is not giving me any suggestions on how to improve my shit whatsoever. It's been people in that community. And then, like, I hit her up and I asked her a question. She's like, well, did you ask the community? I was like, well, no. She's like, well, I do store audits for like 350 or 376. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I was like, honestly, I haven't seen anything that you have done, so I wouldn't pay you to fucking like I have AI to do store audit.
Think about that. That was amazing because she's not the expert in her field. She just created an opportunity for other people to come in here as she gets paid just because she created the store.
Yeah, and that was the other side of it too. Is I think she's actually pretty good at what she does. I have a. This sounds so bad. I don't take advice from people that are overweight.
You're talking about the black chick.
No, she's white.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
seems like a nice person, but I really have
yeah, I saw one in the commercial.
I have a hard time with that.
I understand.
So, and it might bite me one day, but today's not the day. So I do accept like I'll look at their criticism and stuff like that. But if you're it's like I don't take advice from people that cheat on their wives either.
I just realized that there is so many things that there is exceptional in everything that if it's not my avenue, there's always somebody better to learn from.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I am a firm believer in the copy paste method, even though in school they're like, you do it on your own. Dude, just follow somebody else's steps. These people are doing it. It's
Yeah.
crazy the amount of money. I've seen some really fucking retarded people make stupid fucking money.
Well,
Firsthand, firsthand. Not,
that's why I fucking
oh,
got into that other group is because they put out the freaking 31-hour course. And that was what actually took me from not having any results on my store to actually having results. Was because they're like, oh, we've sold $35 million in t-shirts. I was like, you said what? You said 35 million? Okay.
listen.
Um, and you're just gonna give me your step by step. But then when I look at the store that they use to show the steps, they haven't followed all of their own instructions. So that was a little alarming, but it still got me a lot of results. So,
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying.
well, because it was like, all right, well, like they put this together
Here's the
and
thing, though.
like
Sometimes,
6 hours, 6 guys,
yeah,
and it's like, and they are all marching to the drum. And like even the GPT that I used to evaluate my store, like
okay,
came from them. Their t-shirt designer, who came
yeah,
from,
okay.
but they're like, if your stuff wasn't selling, it's because your design sucked. And so then I started using their design maker, and the only stuff that's been selling has been the shit that I made before this.
So it's all in the wording.
Oh yeah, because I did change a lot of
Listen,
descriptions.
they sold you on the idea you weren't good enough, but you realize you are.
Yeah.
They say,
Mm.
"Oh, use my chat, my bot. It'll help you design book." Is no, fuck you, man. Just continue using your bot.
Well, no, I wasn't using AI at all before them to make the actual designs. All the designs were coming from freaking me sitting down on Canva and fucking just the stuff. Like I would use the bot to come up with the concept, and I was like, all right, so this is my thought, and then it would be like, brrr. It's like, all right, that
Yeah,
one, and then I'd go over and I'd make it.
yeah.
So now I use the bot to same thing, brainstorm, and then I go over and put it in the designer. And quite frankly, the designs are, I think, better that come out of the bot after you fuck with them for a while.
They do.
But um, and even the print comes out better because it hits certain parameters that I was missing. So like you you can't make any of the font thick enough for it to actually have a good solid print that's going to last. It'll only last for a couple of years, but like the last ones that I did that I had ordered the samples for, I mean, there's just so much more ink. It's going to last so much longer. It's thicker. I don't get how, but it's the right pixel. It's fucking nuts.
Is there, since you have the shirts, I'm asking you, I know I can just fucking ask chat, but is there a company that is just offers all cotton, like natural fibers and stuff like that?
So next level tees is 100% cotton is what I use. I haven't, and I think the hoodies are 50-50 blends. These are like this is active wear. So it's that polyester nylon, like but it's SPF 50. So but I know that there is has been some research and studies that have come out about using this type of material and reproductive dysfunction as far as infertility and things like that. So it's kind of a big deal. So I try to make sure that like all my tank tops and my t-shirts are 100% cotton. And so and like the
Yeah,
shirts
I
are
was looking, and the reason I said that is because I'm interested in. I'm at the point now to where I'd like to have a baseline of and just start designing. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I already have a design, and I used to wear one thing, and now it's something else. So that guy's.
your wife came to the other side of the camera.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying the view.
So
What time is it?
8:15.
Yeah, it's about that time. See you later. That was fun.
It's too
Hey,
funny.
that's cool, dude.
Uh,
I need to go have breakfast.
Jesus Christ. So you said the baseline of other products.
The baseline of the products I wanted to be, it's like I want to start promoting my own shit. It's, like you're saying it. And at the same time, because now that the school products, I want it to be cotton. I want it to be natural. I want to be natural fibers. I saw that it have hemp products too, it's hemp, natural breathable stuff as well. I think we're going to start going through that. But I wanted pants too. I haven't seen many shorts or pants or
I mean, there's
like
stuff.
I'd like to find stuff
There
on
definitely is. I because I thought about
blank canvases type deal so that I can just
well,
drop shit.
that was because remember I had like all the motivational stuff, like tons of it. I had
Mm.
canvases, journals, mugs, water bottles, tumblers. Like I had it all, and it's very interesting. Maybe I should not listen to them and just put that shit back on my website. But
Here's the thing, dude. You are
they
all about discipline. You're all about
yeah, it's not just like
organized structure. Yeah, you should have your journal. You
well,
should because
that's
these are things that you
well, that's what I was
use.
curious about it because they're like the studies show that if you focus on one or two core products, three tops, then you can you corner a certain side of the marketing because but I don't really know how true that can possibly be because if somebody's looking for a t-shirt or they're looking for something discipline oriented that they want to get, like I've had people that have reached out to me to get the stuff like stickers, and I was like, yeah, you got to go buy it on Etsy because I don't sell it on my store anymore. And so the best selling products were the mugs, the stickers, and the journals. And I removed all three of those to focus on t-shirts because they have a higher profit margin. And not everybody journals, but everybody wears t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts.
That's why don't that's isn't it the same factor as what they're saying? Never erase a video.
Very true.
I mean, they've always said that, dude. Once you post a video, never take it out. Just repost it with something else, but just never take it down because one day it may hit. You never fucking know.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, become the fucking Walmart, whatever it is of whatever it is, the discipline that you're trying to promote. Number, stop saying try. In the discipline that you have the intention of promoting.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll fucking do some research on it.
Listen, brothers, I love you. I
Go
gotta
have
go
fun.
attend to a snack. I need to go. chew on a little bit.
You're funny. You go have fun with that.
Oh, I will.
I know it. I'll add you next week.